שאני קצת דואג.
גוזן.
חתוך את
תתחיל.
השמיים.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. A little bit music for the new month of Aquarius. We're starting the Rosh Chodesh. Rosh mean head, Chodesh mean months. The month of Aquarius with a lot of excitement. A little bit focused what's coming, what's going to happen, what is Aquarius, being married to Aquarius, you are Aquarius, children of Aquarius. First, the sign of Aquarius, as you know, is very open-minded because it's very much air sign, and this is the air of the air sign, meaning they are all kind of almost like Gemini. So here we go. So we have the Libra and the Aquarius and Libra, but of course it's very, very different because when we talk about Aquarius, it's very open-minded, sometimes very difficult to commit. That's why people who are married to Aquarius can find sometimes the relationship can be a little bit difficult because they will be loving everybody. They're not just loving you. They're not trained to love one person. They're trained to love everybody. So if you're married to an Aquarius, you got to be ready that they're kind of very open-minded. That's why most Aquarius don't last in the marriage. Because if you choke them, you put them to the corner, they will leave, they will not last. Aquarius like to be free. Now, the planet that controls Aquarius is Saturn. Same planet that controls Capricorn, but they're very different. They're very different because Capricorn is more accepting the ring of Saturn, where Aquarius not accepting. It's all about breaking that ring around Saturn. And also they have another planet that's been affecting them is the planet Uranus. And Uranus, those of you who can study about Uranus, is all about revolution. And what this is that I didn't tell you about this year, the year of Uranus, the year of revolution. Now, if you look at the way that the months begin, I'm just looking at the astrological chart of the beginning of the month, planet Jupiter and planet Saturn, like we talk about the forecast for the year, is sitting in Aquarius in the 7th house. 7th house is the house of justice. It's all about justice, 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 justice. So you're going to see a lot of laws and justice, and no need to say what's going on in the government right now, chasing the justice. Justice is needed, as it was out of justice for the last 6 years. So a lot of people who suffer in the last 6 years, you're going to be benefit this month, because this month is about to pay you for everything you went through. So it's a very, very important sitting on the 7th house, making sure that everything will come into balance and come into a very good place. Now, if you're Aquarius, your tikkun is to be more committed, not judge people when they look like liars, because Aquarius can judge a lot of people once they lie or they think that they lie, meaning the POV, the perception. And if you are accepting people as you say you are, because Aquarius is all about being open-minded, but sometimes when you see a liar, you don't accept them. So how come you don't accept everybody? There's one type of people you don't. So accept people. Even if they're full of themselves, they have ego, it doesn't matter. You got to learn to accept, because it's all about being together with people, especially this is the month that a lot of change going to happen, and it will happen a lot of change. In February 1st, 2 days before February 1st, and February 1st to begin, it will be more intense. There is a little square going on, so that could create a little bit of heaviness on this month. And on top of it, Mercury is going to retrograde. This Mercury in retrograde is a very important one because it's dealing with all the relationships that you destroyed the last 6 years, all the people that you didn't respect the last 6 years. So you might expect people from the past to come into your life, either to apologize or that you're supposed to apologize to them. All right? This is the general idea of Aquarius. I don't know if Des is online. If he is online, happy birthday. All right. Let's continue. I'm reading from the book Bnei Yisachar, and in this book, they talk about the combination of these months. Okay, the Yud Kevavke, Amer Yamirenu Vayau. This is basically the combination that built this month. When you have A on one side and the other A on another, as you can see, those two A representing the upper world and the lower world, but they're far away from each other. and in between is Yud and Vav. When the A and A don't meet each other, this is not exactly an easy month. It doesn't mean it will be difficult, but it's start not easy. Very similar to the months of Leo. For that reason, Aquarius and Leo usually get along, and there is a huge attraction between Leo and Aquarius. The Leo ego is outside. Aquarius have a hidden ego. The quietness is their ego. They have internal ego way more dangerous than external ego. Aries and Leo have external ego, where Aquarius and Libra have an inner ego. So the inner ego of Aquarius cannot be seen. And for that reason, this month start a little bit heavy. You might feel a little bit heavy tonight, even it's Rosh Chodesh. And it turn in the 15th of the month, when it's a full moon, to become a great, unbelievable month. So it changed. And then from the middle of the month till the middle of the month of Pisces, it's perfect, those 30 days. And then again, become heavy again. So it's a cycle. It's just a cycle. Now, when you look at the verse, Amer Yamirenu Vayahu, La'amir, the word La'amir mean when you do exchange. When you give something and you get something in return. Okay? Like you exchange coin. You give dollars and you get shekel. That's called La'amir. So when we're talking about Amir Yamirenu Vayahu, this month is about transformation. It's about change. It's about if you want to create some change with your diet, some change with your life, some change with your spirituality. This is it. This is when you start planning it. Now, what is the letter that controls this month? Tzadik. The letter Tzadik. The letter Tzadik said to us, Avraham Avinu, Kashur bele'ita. Le'ita. Le'ita meaning chewing. Chewing and swallowing. So what is the letter Tzadik? I don't know if you ever saw the letter Tzadik in the Torah. You have one yud going left, one yud going away. Okay? That's how Tzadik need to look like. Back to back from each other. When the Messiah will come, the Tzadik will change into yud facing yud. Meaning face to face. Why is it like that? The idea, the letter Tzadik means righteous. The letter Tzadik also means Tzadik. Tzadik means righteous. The righteousness right now is in kind of slipping. It's up to the individual, to the tzaddikim, to righteous people, or to regular people, to do a righteous thing. So when you do in this month something nice, something's righteous, something's kind, then those two you didn't face each other. Almost like the cheruvim in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle, or the cheruvim in the Bet HaMikdash. Very important months. Now, because it's kashur bele'ita, the way you chew the food, it's affecting your belly buttons. So this entire month, protect your belly buttons, as this is the area, the spiritual area of your being. This is where you're getting all the energy this month. I recommend that this month maybe you hold a little bit the belly buttons. If you know a healer who work with crystal or with acupuncture or something like that, make sure that they take care of that area from both sides, from the back, from the spine, and from the front. Now, Bnei Sasra say that this month, when a person is acting spiritual, you can change everything that was decreed, God forbid, on you, or anything that was part of your movie, meaning it's supposed to happen to you, you can actually change it that it will not happen. Of course, the owl part. The owl part is by being acting with generosity. Where do we learn it? Because the sign of the zodiac of this month look like a bucket. What is a bucket? Tell us, בני ישראל, כדלי עשוי לשאוב בו מים, וזהו פעולתו, ואינו משמש על המים. What is the bucket does? Bucket has no use without doing something to bring from one place to another. Like when you want to bring water from the well, use the bucket. So the bucket transforms something from one place to another place. Am I right? Yes, that's what the bucket. That's why the bucket is been mentioned many times in the Bible when they talk about soulmate, or talk about Moses saving the daughter of Jethro. You have a bucket and you have the well. Then you have Jacob, and so on and so on. There was always relationship and soulmate meeting around the well, but nobody is aware that they're talking about the bucket. When they talk about the miracle of the Hanukkah, they talk about Kad Hashemen, also the bucket. What is this bucket? The sign of the bucket, the sign of Deli, because they don't call it Aquarius in Hebrew. In Hebrew, they relate the sign of the zodiac. They don't call Aquarius mean aqua. Aqua mean water. In Hebrew, the original name is Deli. Deli, okay? Deli, what is the gematria of Deli? We have 34, 44, right? Like the candle we use in Hanukkah with the Shamash, right? Very nice. So, the bucket is used for the water, meaning your job in life is to transfer something from one place to another as a human being. If you don't feel you have that mission, then you're thinking about yourself. You're busy all day long with yourself. And if you're busy all day long with yourself, you should not expect this month to be very kind to you. You have to come up with an idea. How do I transfer money from here to a friend? How do I transfer food from here to a friend? Every person can help. You know, I know a person who was adopted by a very wealthy mother, and he had a coach, a guru that needed a place to build a place for spirituality, and he asked that boy if he can either borrow money or he can give him money, and the boy said, "I don't have the money." But then he was thinking maybe he can get this money from his mom. But he felt embarrassed because being adopted, it's not his place to do so. But he was brave enough. And he went to the mom. And he kept asking the mom. And the mom keeps saying no. And he kept asking no, and no, and no, and no. Somehow, the reason I'll tell you the story, I don't know if it's connected. Somehow, this guru, this gentleman, met another person, and that other person said that he would like to help him build a school for spirituality and blah, 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 the whole thing. And he started helping him. That man that started helping him happened to be, I don't know, a boyfriend or a lover of the mom of that individual. I hope I'm not confusing you. And she's telling him, what are you into? He said, well, I'm helping somebody to build something spiritual. And she said, it's funny, my son keep approaching me about it for the last 2 years or last 1.5 years. And I said, did you do it? And she said, no, because I'm not sure what's going to happen. And he looked at her and said, you have so much money. Why are you busy if it's sure or not sure? If it's a good thing, let's check it out and we help. And she went with him, and she's the one who actually built the whole place. She donated even more than that gentleman. And the reason I tell you that, because that son felt bad, because he felt that he's adopted, he could not ask. So when he came to ask for the money, he was supposed to be the bucket to get the money from her to that guru gentleman, but he couldn't. But the truth of the matter is, because he asked and he meant it, these all things happen lately without him getting involved. So yes, it has to wait 1.5 years, but somehow it happened. Meaning what? If you ask to become a bucket for somebody else, it's always going to happen. You don't have to even check it. Always going to happen. So please remember that. All right. Now, when you look at the word bucket, in Hebrew, the word bucket is like kad. Kad. Okay, kad. What is a kad? A bowl? Like a bowl, like a vessel. So when you talk about kad, is also like a bucket. And because kad is like a bucket, this is the amount of books in the Torah. And what does that mean for us? For us, we need to understand that all of us are basically servant. What? Jug. A jug. Kad is a jug. So your job is always to transform your energy from you to others. This month is to train us to become like a bucket, to become like a jug. To become like a jug. And when you are acting like that, then everything is opening up. For that reason, the area in the body that relate to Aquarius is the area of the belly buttons. Now you know why. Because where do you nourish? Where do you get your food? From your mom when you're a fetus. Now the mom has to be the bucket for a baby. I don't know if you understand it. I mean, it's so important. So this month you have to look, where can I share? Where can I give my money? Where can I give my wisdom? Where can I give whatever I can give? And it's a very important thing to understand that, because it's a game changer. ובזה יפתחו עיניך. Now your eyes is open. ותבין אשר האבן האמן אליעזר, okay, להביא את אישה ליצחק אשר מהזיווג הזה. If you remember Isaac, I mean not Isaac, Eliezer, the servant of Abraham, was looking for a soulmate for his master's son, which is Isaac. Then he go, and what he was looking for a woman who will come with a bucket and give water to his camels and give water to him. Once he saw that this woman have that idea of giving with a bucket water to more and more, he said, that should be the wife. That should be the wife. That should be the wife of my master's son. Yeah. When you talk about jag, which means kad, okay, which is kad, that's how you nourish people. So are you consider yourself nourisher, then do it. Nourishment comes with action. It can be cheap this month. It can be cheap. It can be cheap with money. It can be cheap with time. It can be cheap with nothing. You gotta give. You gotta give. And if you don't give, you're the one who loses. Being cheap is not that the person who receives lose. Being cheap means that you not have the capability of being a giver, and for that reason you're not happy. People who are not automatically giving something after you're helping them. Something's off, not with you. You are not the loser that they don't give the money to after your service. They are, because they're not capable of giving. All right. Also, if you remember in the book of Dvarim, it says that Moshe Rabbeinu התחיל באר את התורה. Moses started explaining the wisdom of the Torah in the 11th month, which is the month of Aquarius. In that month, specifically, he chose to do it. So it's just unbelievable that we need to understand that in this month you have such an opportunity to control everything if you want. Because Dli, if you take the word Dli in Hebrew, bucket, is dal. Dal means poor. But it's not just poor, it's dal yud. Yud means the name of God. If you consider yourself lower, you make yourself small in the eyes of God, and you say, God, I just want to be a bucket to pass this from here to there, you have no idea how many miracles are going to happen to you. But if you're just busy with yourself, not only you're not going to enjoy what you have, you're missing a lot. So whatever you do in this month, it's affecting the entire year to come from happiness. All right? And the tribe that control this month is Asher. Asher from the word Osher. Osher means happiness. The whole happiness for the year come from that. Can you imagine? You have everything. So I just hope that you're getting something out of it and enjoy it and take advantage. Now, the angel that controls this month is the angel Gabriel. It's an archangel Gabriel. And because Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, if I'm not mistaken, are what we call Mazalot Yetzivim. Those are stable signs of the zodiac. So, because those are four corners of the world, okay? This is the four corners of the world. We are talking about a very major sign. So, expect a lot of justice to come true this month. A lot of justice, a lot of injustice that happened with the corona. You're going to find a lot of lies going to come out. You're going to find a lot of lie about the economy. You're going to find a lot of lies about government. It's all going to come out to the surface. I don't know how it's going to be, and I hope it will be in a balanced way. Right now it showed that February 1st, a little square, so a little bit hiccup at that time. So hopefully we're gonna be okay in this time. In the 15 days to this month, meaning if you're counting 15 days from now, we're celebrating a holiday called Tu B'Shvat. What is Tu B'Shvat exactly? It's called Rosh Hashanah. It's the beginning of the year. La'ilan, no la'inanot. Not to the trees, to the tree, singular. Why Ilan? ראש השנה לאילן, כדברי בית שמאי. ובית הלל אומרים בט"ו בו. We going like בית הלל. It say, ראש שנה אילן. לא אמר לאילנות, he didn't say for the trees. He just say לאילן. כמו בינך, לאמץ מה שקוראים לזה, להתפלל בט"ו בשבט על אתרוג. And you say בט"ו בשבט, you pray for having a good etrog for Sukkot, and it also, at that day exactly, if you check the trees, the trees are shifting. There's a shift in the tree, and every pray that you do in this day happen. Every pray, that's why it's la'ilan. It's what you planted, the seed that you planted that day. Please take it very seriously. Hopefully, we can do a morning prayer here, and we invite everybody to eat fruit with us. Pri Chadash have to be a new fruit, so you can do shechianu. But whatever pray you do, you plant the seed. That's the tree you're going to have for the whole year. It's very powerful. That's why it's Ilan. And when you take the word Ilan, say Bnei Yisachar, you have 31, okay? 31 plus 30, 61, plus 50. No, 1 second. Lamed is 30, 40 plus 50, 91. Ilan is 91 בגימטריה. 91 is Yud Kevavke and Adni. The name of God, the male aspect, and the name of God in the female aspect are one. That's why in this day of Tu B'Shvat, a lot of people take it seriously, unfortunately, but you got to get the new food, you got to get different food, you do a blessing. Hopefully, we can do the ceremony either at night on camera or in the morning in front of everybody, maybe with the wine, with the old pig. There is a whole ceremony. Huh? We have etrog vodka. Debbie said, guys, can you please... you need to know about Debbie's vodkas. What can I say? All right? So what is that Ilan? What do you actually celebrate? You remember when the snake seduced all of us to taste from the tree of knowledge, he never tried to make us taste from the tree that's called tree of life. The tree that we are connecting to on Tu B'Shvat, Etz HaChaim. The tree of life. Flawless, like endless amount of universe. Never end joy and happiness. So just understand what exists within these months. Everything you wish for happen. Now, let me ask you that. Did you think about what you want to wish yourself for this month? Good. Did you think how to become like a bucket if that happened? Who are you going to give to? No? You're not going to give? Sad. Whatever you want will happen. The test is, are you going to act like a bucket? Are you going to volunteer? Are you going to give charity? Are you going to help more and more people? That's really the test, my friend. And if you don't want to go through that test, then this month is not friendly. Not friendly to everybody. Usually in this month, in the old days, they will be usually travel. Always we travel in Aquarius. We're always in Aquarius. We are in Miami, giving lectures and doing healing session and doing, last year we did 2 Shabbat. Sometimes we do 1 Shabbat. So usually we go, and it's always in Shabbat Bo, meaning either Bo or Beshalach. So last year we did Bo and Beshalach. Oh, Bo and Beshalach. This week is Va'era. So we're traveling usually Sunday of this week. It's funny. Sunday, that's usually what we do. Always Bo. It's coincidentally that I'm talking to you about it. Because we want to spread the knowledge of giving. Of giving. That's really what it's all about. Because if you give, you give. Okay. Any question before I'm going into meditation? Okay, so do me a favor, take your left hand, put it on your belly button. Good. Put your right hand a little bit above that. Okay? Now what I want you to do is with the two finger, index and middle finger of the right, and the two finger of the left, you press on your stomach. Please press. Press. Now, think about what you want to release. Issue, stress that you want to release while you're pressing. Release. Release. Good. Good. Now, I want you to think about what is exactly that you need to happen this month for you. Go ahead and think about it. Good. And now, after you wish for something you want to have, think about you as a bucket. How are you going to help and who you're going to help? While you're thinking about it, release the pressure and opening your hand like that. Who are you going to help? Now put your left hand on your heart. Think about the letters of the month, Tzadik and Bet. Bet for Saturn, Tzadik for Aquarius, the angel Gabriel. I want you to feel as if you receive all what you ask for, and that way it will be so easy to act as a bucket. Open your eyes now. What I did with you today, it's similar to meditation. It's called Itbonenut. Itbonenut is a Kabbalistic meditation, meaning you're looking into something. So it's usually teleport your thought into a certain goal. I want to wish you a great month, Chodesh Tov, and all the best. Love you very much.